Okay, so today we are doing a pretty big project, a pretty nice project. It's going to be a 2-day project. We did have a couple little complications. The manager of this particular facility, which is right in my neighborhood, was supposed to have a 40-foot articulating boom lift ready for us today. Unfortunately, there were some issues. He didn't get it delivered. So I ended up calling around. I got one that's coming later today, so we're going to be able to tackle the roof. But there are a bunch of other little things around this clubhouse that we're going to be doing. But let's go meet up with Mac. All right, Mac.
Yeah.
Good workout. Lift with your legs. Lift with your legs. Okay, let's talk about what we're going to do today. Okay, so for today, we were supposed to have a lift in today so we could tackle the roof. You remember we had done that little test spot just to see, and we did have good results, but we just didn't have the distance to get there. And with the buildup of the pollen and some of just the other pollutants on that roof, I'm thinking we're probably going to have to get a little bit more direct with the pressure.
Yep.
So we've got a 45-foot articulating boom coming.
Okay.
So you've had some fun with those in the past, but for today, because we were supposed to have the lift today, didn't show up, which is fine. We are going to clean the entire deck. So what are we thinking? It's not bad, so probably downstream and do a power rinse. We're definitely not putting the surface cleaner on this because this is cool deck. It does have some age. We're gonna clean the awning on this, and maybe we'll spray this roof today if we have time. Spray this roof, and then we're gonna do the slide. Just from personal experience, because I've gone down this slide probably 10 million times with my kids over the past 18 years. This thing gets slick as hell, and you put some bleach on here, it's gonna be a complete mess. And then they're gonna be repainting the entire thing up here. Oh. So probably just soft wash the whole thing, honestly. So. Let's do this concrete too.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so tell me what your plan of attack is.
So I think I will start at the top and then just work everything down here. That way I'm not cleaning here first and then having all the top rinsed down dirty, water onto what I've already cleaned. So I'll start at the top first and then do the slide stairs and deck up there, and then do the pool deck all around after that.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, and so when you have your soft wash out for doing the pool and everything, let's hit the roof here. Let's hit this roof here. And I'll be interested to see how much we can actually touch all the way up. Let's just, we'll do what we can from the ground, because obviously the lift is not going to be able to get in here. And then up there on that side dormer, you can see it's really dirty too. Probably throw the ladder up and just see what you can do.
How far I can shoot up there.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
All right. Okay, so let's let Matt get to work, and I'm going to tell you guys a story about a situation that I ran into with a long-term repeat customer who I just lost because of price. But before that, I did want to let you guys know that I'm doing a free web class in the next couple days where I'm going to share 3 secrets that have helped me grow my business to over $750,000 a year. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with growing and scaling your business, and that's why I put this thing together. I'm also going to be giving away some really good free stuff to people that attend. So check out the link in the description below. Okay, so the other day I had one of our longtime customers fill out an InstaQuote on my website. They got the price for the property, and then I got a notification that they declined the estimate. So I went in and I looked at the pricing. I went over the pricing matrix just to make sure that there were no issues, nothing was off. Maybe they entered something wrong or didn't select something, but everything was in line. The square footage was on point, and the price was where I'd set it, which apparently was a little too much. And again, when people go to my website, they are going to pay a slightly higher amount than probably if I quoted it in person or if they were a past customer, because they're typically grandfathered into those old prices if they still make sense for the business. But it was declined. So I sent the guy a text message. He's my neighbor. He lives down the road, and he said that the price was a little bit higher than he wanted to pay. And he was just going to have one of his friend's sons who owns a pressure washing business do it for him. So I texted him back and told him, thank you for the info. And, if he needed anything in the future, just to let us know. But then, of course, I had to ask the question, what did they quote you? Now, my quote was $850 for a house wash and a driveway cleaning. I had been charging them $725 for the past couple of years. And I'm going to tell you what the other guy quoted in a second. And it's going to blow your mind because, like I said, he had been paying $725 every single year like clockwork. No questions asked. Very happy with the price. But this guy came in, and he came in low. And this brings us to one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make all the time. And it's one of the reasons why they are always going to be just getting by. And it's because they are not charging enough. They do not understand the value they provide. In my opinion, there is no pride in just getting by. There is no pride working for peanuts. There is no pride in being a nice guy and thinking you're giving a fair price. That's horseshit. That's bullshit. That's any other kind of shit that you can imagine, because that's what you're feeding yourself, a big shit sandwich. So if you're not charging enough, if you're just charging enough to get by, that's going to be the story for the rest of your life unless you change your mindset. Because if you're just making enough, you're never going to make enough to be able to invest in growth, to invest in your business. You need money to grow. You need money to scale. And it's not just going to happen because you want it to, because you tell yourself you want to get bigger. You want to add trucks. You want to add employees. And don't get me wrong, I love goals. You got to set goals. You have to have goals. But unless you're doing the things you need to do in order to actually achieve these goals, it's just a bunch of talk, and talk is cheap, just like your prices probably are. So you need to get your prices up. So with all of that being said, you want to know how much this guy quoted. And it was $325. That's $400 less than he had been paying for the house and the driveway. And it's not a small house. It is not a small driveway and not a small job. And sure, this guy is probably going to make a little bit of profit with this job. And I guess it really depends on the business, the capabilities, the equipment, the knowledge, and of course, the experience they have in order to get in and out efficiently, productively, profitably. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since I gave that guy the quote, since he got it online through InstaQuote. The job has still not been done because I drive by that house every single day and the driveway's still dirty. The house hasn't been cleaned. Again, I just can't help myself sometimes. So I hit him with a text message and I asked if he was still planning to have his friend's son's business take care of the pressure washing of his house and his driveway. And so surprisingly enough, he responded back very quickly and he was completely transparent. He told me that their pressure washer was broken and that they were trying to get it fixed so they could get the job done. And this just reaffirms exactly what I was just talking about. If you don't charge what you need to charge, things like this are going to happen. Your business is going to suffer. You are going to let customers down. Whether it's a broken pressure washer or a broken down truck, if you don't have the money to get it fixed or replace it, or even rent something temporarily, this means you're running a very, very, very shitty business. You're not taking yourself seriously. You're not taking your business seriously. And that means that customers are not going to take you seriously either. And that is the worst thing that you can do, because at the end of the day, your reputation, the way that customers perceive you, is one of the major factors of whether or not you're going to succeed, right? Imagine you hiring somebody to perform a task and they can't perform the task because the only tool they need to get the task done is broken and they have no means to get the job done. It's embarrassing and it's shameful. And if you don't charge enough, this is where you're going to be. So just a quick little video for you guys today. Don't forget to check out the free web class where I'm going to show you the 3 steps that I've taken in my own business to help me grow to over $750,000 a year. And if you guys need any help with how to wash, there's a link for that down below there too. Promo code SPRING, get $100 off today. And that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.